I mean, at age 37, I signed my first pro contracts, and I've been a runner since high school.
Depends on weather. I was like, maybe I'll go to San Diego.
It was like kind of hard to believe it because I've self-supported to this point, right? I've been in low 230 shape with question for a while.
Yeah. She's fast, motivated.
Very almost serious stats-driven runner that has a mission.
She has good work ethic.
She only lives for training, competing, and resting right now.
A lot of the others, I'd say, are almost like soul runners. It's like, oh, I feel good, I'm gonna push, but she's like, you know, dialed in on the latest tech and training principles, which is fun because, you know, we need to learn about that kind of stuff.
Walk.
Oh, we need, oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I was a trial attorney. So I committed 10 years of my life to the legal profession, and if there's one thing going to law school teaches you, it's an extreme work ethic.
She really caught my attention with her Leadville performance. She also, you know, backed that up and went to JFK and had an incredible race at JFK. She's proven that she's not that she's in it for the long haul, and she's committed to it.
I had to wake up at 4 a.m., be out the door at 4:30. I always would get up and get my run in before because you just never know what's going to go on with your day. Something could blow up. I just always felt safest knowing my run is taken care of. That's my time for myself. And I balanced it with a very, you know, high pressure, high stakes legal career. And so you can compete at a high level and balance it. You just have to really have good time management and make sure you prioritize yourself in your training.
What's happened to you, man?
I ran into a bush, like struck it with my face. Something tells me I should stay away from the trails.
That's what I really like, because like a lot of this course is like a lot of up and down each mile, where you're like not really in a rhythm.
No, exactly.
But like, I don't know, I like the races where it's like a long climb and a long descent.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna win Canyon, and I think she can be in the podium at Western States. She is not focused on anything else. Maybe she's a bit obsessive with that, but at some level it's really good, you know, for competition. Still needs lots of improvements.
You know, I was a lawyer, and running was my time to unwind and de-stress before a really busy day. And my first marathon was in college just for fun. That was 2006. And then my second marathon, which was like 9 years later, I went into it like, I don't know what I'm gonna run. I just started back running this year. I was like, maybe I'll qualify for Boston. And I ran a 3:03. That was when someone said to me, like, you know, you could qualify for the Olympic trials, because I had done no speed work, none. It was just easy running, and my longest run was 18. So it's like, can you imagine if you like did some like tempo or something, like some intervals, like telling us, oh, you should have turned. I then looked up what the times were, which was 2:45 and 2:37, the B standard and the A standard here in the US. I thought to myself, if I could run under 2:45 in 4 years, I think in 8 years, or whatever time, I could run under 2:37. And people thought I was crazy. They were like, why don't you try to break 3 first? And I was like, yeah, that's like the goal right now. But like, you know, after that, who's to say I couldn't run under 2:37? And everyone's like, you're a 3:03 marathoner, you're getting ahead of yourself. And I'm like, don't put a ceiling on me, you don't know. And so I just got to work, and yeah, I did it. Like, got it all the way down to 2:36.
I felt that she really wanted to be part of something, you know. This is another issue that this sport has, because there are just a few teams, and then there is people with sponsors, but no team manager, no, you know, no community.
like a lot of times we're siloed in our training, right? And it's nice to be connected with others. And like, even though we all live all over the place, like no one else on this team lives in Denver, Colorado, you still like, to do this connects us in a way that like when we then go home, we still feel that connection for each other. Because we're not just runners, we're humans first, we're athletes second. And yes, this is our job for us. And I'm still new to saying that this is my job. It feels like play. But you know, it's like we're getting to know each other as more than just athletes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just another like woman to have that I can look up to and like has experience, but also I think we just all learn from each other by like getting to know each other.
I think that that's valuable to have not only shared runs, but shared downtime, which makes us have conversations about more than just running.
It can vary from just like, what do you do to, you know, what's your pet peeve?
She's like, well, so how do you know what zone you're in? I was like, I don't even know what zones are. I just want to run hard and, you know, go to sleep and not worry about anything else. I'm never going to look at heart rate. I'm not going to introduce that. But I've been doing this for 25 years. Like, I have a pretty good gauge of the feedback my body gives me. And I think that is where, if you've been in any discipline or endeavor for a long time, and you listen to your body, there are internal cues that can guide you. Can I snot rocket on you? But the sport's changed, and as they say, adapt or die, and I think I have to make my decision soon. She took a long period of not being in the sport, and I think she is incredibly driven to accomplish big goals, and she's doing it a scientific way.
She has something that you only can find in a few runners. That's the truth.
But there are things like, I know my weakness is heat and humidity, and there are clear things I could start to learn about how to remedy that and prepare better. Otherwise, it's insanity to do the exact same thing over and over and over and expect a different result.
And what's cool is I'm about to be 38, and credit to my coach, Matt Daniels. He has helped me continue to develop my speed, carrying more speed doing ultra than my last road marathon training cycle. I live at altitude. I'm splitting faster workouts up there than I ever have for a longer duration, and that's exciting. It's one of many factors that have changed ultra and has made it so much faster.